of the origins of the pandemic. So, even he's one of the world's leading coronavirus researchers, if not the leading researcher. He has actually been fairly upfront about the risks of doing this research. And so I hope that he responds to our questions. We would love to interview him as well.
Yeah, that's a huge implication if it did potentially come out of North Carolina rather than Wuhan. And I think we should be investigating both leads, right?
No, I don't believe it came out of the university.
Well,
I don't think that's on the table.
So you're not even going to investigate that. I mean, that seems strange to me that you've got a guy who's saying that his colleague maybe actually did do this sort of research in order to get the grant money, and you're not going to even follow that lead?
He was saying that Barrick's lab, so Barrick was the one who wrote that part of the proposal and who proposed doing that work. To me, it's unclear where the work happened. And actually, I would cut this
So
short.
If it's unclear, then
I'm not.
Right. So the work might have been done in Wuhan, right? Because they were collaborating with Wuhan, and so they're passing viruses back and forth. They're how does that work? Was there some of it being done in North Carolina? Or not this type of work, but is there a research lab there that could be a place that some of that work would be done?
Ralph Berg does have a lab that is working on coronaviruses there. That's correct. Right. Ralph Berg does have a lab that is working on coronaviruses there. That's correct. Ralph Berg does have a lab that is working on coronaviruses there. That's correct.
Right. Gotcha.
Well, Mara, thank you so much.
I would. Yeah.
Well, you can finish your thought if you have something.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's something.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's something.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Got to get Ralph Barrick on. Dr. Barrick, if you're watching, open invitation to join us.
Ralph Berg does have a lab.
That some of that work would be done. It could be a place that some of that work would be done.
Ralph Berg does have a lab that is working on coronaviruses there. That's correct.
Right. Gotcha.
Well, Mara, thank you so much.
I would. Yeah.
Well, you can finish your thought if you have something.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Got to get Ralph Barrick on. Dr. Barrick, if you're watching, open invitation.
What exactly was that all about? That was very, very bizarre indeed. So this woman seems for some reason to be uncomfortable with the topic of what's going on in that lab in North Carolina. This is absolutely not the first time that we've seen something bizarre. We have our good friend, Dr. Fauci, who talked about, something to the effect of, we wouldn't have been doing that kind of research. And if we did, we'd be doing it in North Carolina according to the protocols or whatever it is. Right? It's like, we weren't doing it, but if we were, it would be in North Carolina. All right, Dr. Fauci, all right? Now, of course, all the anti-Fauci people on the right jumped on top of that. Of course, they have the clarity to recognize that that was kind of weird what Dr. Fauci said. But the ones who are the pro-Fauci clan on the left, they didn't, nothing to see here. They don't recognize anything at all. Now, if the folks on the right were pro-Fauci, like if Fauci was, let's say it was Dr. Campbell that said something ridiculous like that, right? Dr. Campbell or that other one, whichever doctors that they are supportive of, had said something ridiculous like that, you think they're going to call him out and be like, what is he saying? Doesn't make any sense. No, of course not. Tribalism, right? When somebody that's on their side says something ridiculous, they don't recognize it. When someone that they're against says something ridiculous, all of a sudden, they're so sharp, right? Same thing on the left, right? They recognize everything shady that Donald Trump did, everything shady Republicans do. But when somebody on their side does something crazy, it's like, right? So in this particular case, I can't say definitively that she is hiding anything, but there's definitely something fishy about the way that she steers clear of this North Carolina thing. She definitely is strong on saying, I don't think anything is there, or we don't have any evidence that anything's there. but she doesn't seem to want to elaborate too much on why she's not interested in looking there. She mentions that there's a lot of questions to be answered, that there's a lot of things that she's unclear about. So what's the logic for not looking in a particular area, which might have something there, but you don't have any evidence of it? But of course, in order to get evidence, you have to be seeking that evidence. So if you're not actually looking in North Carolina, then of course you're not going to find any evidence of North Carolina. Now, there's something solid why she wouldn't want to look at North Carolina, and fine, state that. And that's the thing. She doesn't have a strong position. She doesn't have a strong position of, oh, we're not looking there and because of X, Y, and Z, right? Or something. She's just kind of like, so I don't know, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Let me know what you think. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate Me comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well.